I'm back with another scalping strategy, 15-minute chart of crude oil. I'll just turn this off for a second. In front of us we have the Donchian channel that's set at 20. It's just stock standard, okay. It's got the upper line, the bottom line and the middle channel, the middle line. Down below is the CCI Commodity Channel Index. And I have a moving average on this chart. It's set at 25, it's an SMA, and you turn it on and off here. I'm just going to say that these are all just concepts, and just don't blindly go and trade this, because you more than likely will lose, okay? You need to go forward test and back test this and see if your results fit with what's inside your mind and your strategy. I'm just passing on some crazy ideas that may or may not work, and you might be able to further them. So what we want to do, this is a pretty simple strategy. First of all, I'll just do this. With the CCI, Donald Lambert always says the best place to buy is above and the best place to sell is below. So when, you know, the CCI line itself is above the channel for a buy and below the channel for a buy, that's where he recommends you should enter. It is very difficult to time it. I have found, you know, like to sort of get exactly where you should be entering. So this is where I'll introduce the moving average of the CCI. I'm just going to turn that black so we can see it. And I've just got it set at 25. You probably will need to just adjust that so where you could find out where the best entries might be for your particular strategy. And this is a 15-minute chart of crude oil. I think I mentioned that. So what we're going to do, as I say, you're going to have lots of losers and lots of winners, okay? So the basic strategy is this. When the CCI is crossing, pointing upwards, the red line, when the red line crosses above the black line, you just go long, okay? I mean, it's pretty basic, and you scalp what you can. When the red line crosses back through the black line, the moving average, you go short. That is it. It doesn't get any easier than that. And you really want to play this in the UK and the USA session, where there's a lot more volatility, a lot more movement. It may be hard to time this also, you know, to sort of get exactly when it's crossing over, and you probably will have lots of drawdowns. But as you can see here, just doing that, there were, on this particular night, whenever that was, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, and we never lost. So that's pretty groovy, I think. And if we just keep going, I mean, you know, you just keep going with the thing. You can do that. You don't even have to have the Donchian channel. I just like the idea of a channel. I really do, especially in the lower time frames. I just visually, I can sort of see where I am rather than it's sort of floating in space. I don't have a reference point. It's like, oh, is that, you know, is that the highest or is that the lowest? And at least the Donchian channel gives me some kind of boundary, you know. But yeah, look, let's just find somewhere else. What's that? Oh, something else I was testing. Let me just see if I can just find somewhere else here. I have no idea. I'm just trying to find somewhere that's really shitty. I don't know if this is shitty or not. See here, you will get lots of fake outs. So this one here, you would have, I mean, part of this game, you've got to take it. Where do you put your stop? Well, I certainly would put my stop at my entry, at least. Or if it comes up like this, let me just make this a bit bigger. Or if it comes up and bounces back down through the channel, that's where your stop is, okay? And then you can reverse the trade if you like. It's entirely up to you. You know, if had you stayed in there, you would have got to there, and then you can see here it went up again. So there's lots of little fake outs with this strategy, and you know, but the thing is, you're hoping to snag some of these longer ones where these little shitty in and outs, sort of burn you up a bit. And of course this one here, you would have been great, if you could have caught that bar just would have come down so fast. And then of course it turned back over here towards the end of the night. So it's not a bad strategy, just using it that way. You can now really make it a lot more complicated by adding a couple of moving averages. There's a 10 there's a 10 and a 50 in here. So let me turn off the Donchian. So now you could use this strategy, which is we're only going to trade if the 10 is above the 50. Okay, so is the 10 above the 50 here? No. But with your experience, you might have seen this 1,000 times. Is the 10 below the 50 here? No. So I mean, that's another way that you could use this CCI crossover method. I mean, definitely here we're long. You can see you're not going to go short here. So using a couple of moving averages can help you with the CCI strategy. I mean, I've seen this enough times to sort of know, crude oil and how it's going to move. Here, I mean, the 10's so close to the 50. Do you take your risk? Well, I think I would. And you just put your stop on the bar you entered, okay? And it's the same here. If you see this crossover, just put your stop on the bar you entered, or whatever your risk is. How much is that? That was 34 cents. I certainly wouldn't go 34 cents. I'd go 20 cents in crude oil. So that's another way to do it. And then you could also incorporate the Donchian channel as well. And you can go through all of that where, the 10 has to be above the middle line of the Donchian and the 50 has to be below it all for a long. So now we're just building more barriers for setups. I don't think it's a bad thing because we are scalping and and markets can turn around so quickly. So let's just go to oil at the moment, and we are, it's short. Okay, so it's opened here. This is currently live, and I wouldn't have gone long here, just because the price is under the 50. So, and it's also under the middle channel of the Donchian channel. So, by incorporating all these things, you might be able to filter out a lot of noise. So, like here, see, that's the end of the night. Sometimes you get some massive rallies. And everything's really close, the moving averages, I don't know, but here, definitely here, see here, you've got this moving average, it's come back down, you've got the CCIs come back down through the moving average, and then it's ducked back up. So that's 100% trade for me. On every level, everything's set up. Okay. Here it was all short, sort of. I mean, it's so messy in there. If I get rid of the Donchian channel, it could be worth a go. I'll put the Donchian channel back on, and then I'll get rid of the, price is breaking through the center of the Donchian channel. So, definitely give it a go. Put your stop above the bar you entered. Go and back test this, and it's just another scalping strategy, idea, entry that it might trigger something inside of you to further it, to make it better. And if you do, please come back and let me know, because I'd love to back test it myself. Okay, catch ya.